All right. And it appears we are live. What's up, everybody? It is G Mr. Drew here to welcome you to another episode of the Andrew Glowczewski Experience. This is going to be episode 281. We're going to continue October, Inktober, and the Bayo study. Still had some merch stuff coming in for like quality checking control stuff. So I was just I've been checking that stuff out, and yeah, man. You know what? Don't have all that much time. So let's I already started drawing. Just inking this out real quick, or inking it out, but sketching it out, and yeah, man. Let's just get into it. Hmm. I'm watching Max Dude, and he's talking about he was going over the Smash trailers now that Sora's been revealed. You know, it's funny. I just started watching Max's channel last year, 2020, when he started playing the Final Fantasy VII Remake game. Just a little bit before that, started watching his YouTube channel, and when I saw the Twitch channel, that's when I started watching that. So I wasn't. I love his channel so much because he covers kind of like current gaming, especially games that I'm into, as far as like Capcom goes and fighters. So to watch him like rewatch all the trailers that I never saw, I never watched all the Smash trailers. So to watch him like rate them or whatever like that, and to get into it a bit about like I don't know the lore, whatever you want to call it. Super interesting. Yeah, just making up for lost time, I guess. Uh-oh. What's going on? Man, it says it's buffering. Alright, well, let's just keep going. Let's use low latency toggle under the advanced menu in settings to disable low latency mode. Videos buffering. Use the low latency toggle under the advanced menu. Um, Sorry, something went wrong. What? Am I losing? I'm still connected. The weather's fine outside. It's not like it's like cloudy or raining or anything. Oh man. Uh Click here to reload. I wonder what's happening. I wonder how much is getting lost, how much is actually still recording.
Expensive?
Okay. What's happening? Are we even still recording? Like it looks like we are, but this always happens.
The brand or the franchise or the genre into a direction that makes them comfortable, you know? And then sometimes that's a good thing, right? You can't talk shit about that all the time. In this situation, it's like, that's horse. Fucking making Smash Brothers, man. Just keep going. My voice is so high. But in other situations, it leads to Resident Evil 7, you know, where they redefine a genre and they revisit it in a way that is risky and expensive, and they might fuck it up. Mickey, did I say Mickey again somewhere? Um, Yeah. So in some ways it's good, and in some ways it's bad. But it's interesting, right? It's genuinely interesting. Mickey's voice. Sorry, Chad. Fuck you. It's crazy looking at all these trailers back to
Huh.
back. I don't know.
Man, this is probably another cursed stream.
Like, if there is ever a possibility on Earth One that anything like this will happen again for any other game, and I would be, I would be shocked if other developers weren't looking at what Smash was able to accomplish and not trying to do something similar. I don't mean make a platform fighter. I mean, Fortnite already did it, right? And they're doing it to resounding success. Resounding success. So I wouldn't be surprised. And you know what? You know who's also doing it to resounding success? Regardless of how you feel about gameplay. These guys. You know? These guys are doing it. And it's showing. It's working. You know, it's 100% working. It's a big fucking deal when this shit happens. So I don't know. I can't. It's hard to think that there isn't other fighting game developers out there that are looking at their genre and realizing that, man, if we try to do some crazy stuff, people tend to show up. Drop in the bucket. Anyway. No, I would show MK10. I think Alien and Predator being an MK10 is really cool, and Jason. But I think like the cross combination of characters in Mortal Kombat 11 might not fit me personally, but is even crazier. I think like Terminator and Rambo and Spawn and Joker and all that shit is even crazier. Do I like the gameplay of it? No, I don't. But you can recognize that, yeah, the combination of those characters having the likeness of the actors and shit like that is genuinely fucking nuts. RoboCop, I can't even remember all. I can't even remember all. So interested in doing, right? And again, they 100% understand that's what it takes to break the boundaries of fighting game sales and fighting game exposure and bring it to new people. Soul Calibur 2 started it. It's very true. Soul Calibur 2 began that shit. Anyway, Chad, that was fun. That was a fun dissection of honestly what makes Smash Brothers, one of the elements that makes Smash Brothers so great. What is like one of the key factors that makes Smash good was its trailers and how it put things together and made the impossible happen. And to think, it all came from this. I can't play the music for this. To think it all came from this. I remember watching the commercial for this on TV. I remember watching this on TV and actually questioning. I had to contact my friend who had an N64. I'm like, wait a minute, they're fighting each other? What do you mean Pikachu and like Mario are beating the shit out of each other? He's like, yes, it's amazing. I'm like, what? I remember being so absolutely confounded by that shit. Even when I was like, super young, I'm like, what? That doesn't make any sense. What? Huh? This Smash Brothers inherently started off as something that's crazy. Just super crazy. And now my voice is shot. By the way, chat, in case, I mean, you probably have noticed, we've been sponsored today by, now, hold on a second. We've been sponsored today by HelloFresh, and down in my channel information, there is a link to HelloFresh.com to use my code MAXU14. As you see in the top right of the corner, 14 free meals across 5 boxes, and that includes free shipping. So, they've been sponsoring the majority of the stream today, and by all means, go do it. Jessica literally put together a meal today for me. She put together one of these for me, and it was incredibly delicious. It's fresh food delivered to your home. With instructions. It actually includes instructions of how to cook and prepare the food, and it individually packages everything based on portion sizes, so when you get like a calorie count of how much is in this stuff, it's actually real. Anyway, it's probably one of my favorite sponsors because it was very tasty. It's very, very tasty. Arden, thank you for the 69 months, dude. Keyjong, thanks for the 5, man. At this point, I really hope Nintendo ports the games in next generation consoles. Well, I do too. I mean, I do too. Is that notification all the way over there? The hell? I do too, but they already did that, right? They already, even if it, I think there's a good chance Smash Ultimate will show up on the next gen console. I honestly hope. I hope that it's just like a definitive edition and then they add more characters and stuff. I hope, dude. I really do. I don't. You can't get rid of what you have here, right? You can't. There is no future for this franchise if you try to eliminate a 91 character roster. Characters are the number one thing in fighting games. It's like the number one thing. There is going to be a very difficult road for whoever chooses to push Smash forward if they choose to, like, you know what, guys, check this out. Smash Brothers on the Switch 2 4K is going to have rollback netcode. All the celebration and applause, you hear all that? The rafters, everyone's like, oh yes, yes, oh my god, oh Jesus. Everyone's freaking out. There's confetti for some reason. It's like it's New Year's, like it's New Year's Day in New York, New Year's Eve. And then they reveal that it's for a 30 character roster, and then they're like rebooting the game. It includes no guests. Sonic's there. We're back with Smash, but no characters. We are restarting.
Okay.
Like, fuck.
Looks like we're back.
That's cool. We all love rollback.
Looks like we're back.
Things like.
Alright, so yeah, I'm not sure what happened with the stream earlier, but it looks like we're back.
Be a thing to bring people in. But if the game doesn't already inherently have those feature drawing elements, if it doesn't already have characters and things that look really cool to you in it, then what good is one part of a fighting game when it doesn't have the parts that you want to play? Right? So this is the sort of like thing that is going to sort of plague Smash going forward if they don't continue this roster. They don't move forward in some way. And yeah, fighting games are defined by their characters. Like if it's the one thing outside of single player content, outside of online quality play, outside of even gameplay mechanics and shit, right? If there's one thing that will be the defining element that sells fighting games, it is its roster. That will do it. So it's hard to see a future that even if they fix these problems and they start over all over again, I don't know. It's like, it almost feels like this is the last Smash Brothers game. That's why Sora feels like he's the last Smash Brothers character. Would a port remaster / need relicensing for guest characters? It 100% would. Yeah, licensing and character rights do not go usually beyond the initial titles they're available. So if they wanted Snake and Cloud and Banjo, those characters were essentially contractually licensed just for Smash Ultimate, and however long Smash Ultimate is being supported for. So if it was like, for example, there was a rumor in the early year of Smash Brothers Ultimate coming out that Cloud almost didn't make it in. That the Everyone Is Here thing was very close to not happening, but they were able to negotiate something to make Cloud come back into the game. So they probably had to pay for the bitch all over again to show up in Ultimate, much less other characters. They had to renegotiate all those contracts and shit. So this is why I have been saying for a very long, like a year plus now, that Smash Brothers is a unique game, and it's a game that is sort of cemented in time. It is in its golden age right now, and it's never gonna. It's almost impossible for it to get any better than this. I want to be wrong. Like, I would love to be the wrongest motherfucker ever, and in 3 years from now, Super Smash Brothers 4K Ultimate Edition is a expansion of new mechanics, online rollback netcode, and has all the characters here, and it has a giant story mode. Right? Sure. Oh man, that'd be the sickest shit in the world. That'd be so cool. But it's looking very unlikely. That's a dream. It really is. Console, thanks for the 5 gift subs. It's sad to lament on this stuff, but I think it's also a thing, chat, where after watching all these trailers,
All good things must come to an end.
I'm a weirdo. I really enjoy the fact that I got to grow up in a time like where I saw the video game industry like changing like almost on a month-to-month basis, where things were looking so much better and so much better and so much better that like I didn't even have the internet at a disposal available for a very long time, where I got to see what like the communication era changed to, with like having the internet, to the internet being something that is now taking over everything, and then the internet and social media just dominate every single thing going forward. Like, I have the perspective of living through all of that shit, right? And having it be a huge part of my life. The same thing with the video game industry. So for me, I still have that perspective. My camera is trying to destroy itself. I can identify that where we are currently in the past few years with Smash Brothers is absolutely like that. Like, we're going to lament these moments of a game that could include anything and everything, and it did. It continually shunned the naysayers and included stuff that nobody ever thought was going to happen. And the past, I'd say like 7 years technically, since 2014, Smash 4 to Smash Ultimate, because they are kind of married. Those games are that. It's like, damn, dude, can you imagine we went through that shit? Holy hell, that's insane. That shit is crazy. It's a special game. It's a special game. It'll be really hard for that to ever happen. I want to see it happen again. That shit is like the most fun shit, right? Can we all agree that like waiting for a Smash character to show up, of just getting your mind blown of what the hell character you're going to be playing as in like your favorite fighting game shows up? Y'all are experiencing the Marvel vs. Capcom effect. Like, you guys are literally experiencing the thing that made the Versus series so goddamn cool in the mid-90s. Like, you're experiencing, like, the dreams can come true type of video game, fighting game experience, where it's like, oh my god, this isn't just me playing Billy McDingo, Thanos, and Fortnite, where every character plays the same. No, this is a fighting game where you make like a one-to-one connection with your character, and you can play them in a completely unique way, different from everybody else. Like, there's an attachment there that is different than other genres, where everyone else is just like, oh, everyone's just gonna shoot everybody the same in the head, and so they're gonna do it in nicer ways, in a different skin. Like, no, these characters are unique. They are different from each other, and the way you play them will be different from everybody else most of the time. So that's a big deal. People get way more attachment to their fighting game characters than almost anything else. In almost any other genre, I feel like people are more impassioned by their character in a fighting game than like says all the shit behind me than like anything. it's a little less true in Ultimate. Right. I mean, yeah, we can definitely take the example that, characters and the amount of things that they do that make, a player unique and the player expression, for sure. For sure. But the amount of player expression from somebody playing Piranha Plant in Smash Brothers compared to somebody playing Wolverine who has a gun in Fortnite is different. That is very different. You're choosing one part of the roster that plays completely different than the rest of the roster. It's a different thing. And that's why, yes, there is a comparable element here that Fortnite is definitely like the Smash Brothers of the Battle Royale shooter genre. But people aren't going to be as attached to Thanos doing a fucking floss dance in Fortnite as to Sephiroth being in Smash Brothers. That's a different thing because you're just playing a skin and not the actual character. It's going to be funny for memes, and then it'll be gone. Well, I'm going to be playing Sephiroth in Smash Brothers for the foreseeable future. And I have been playing Cloud since 2015. And he's just the character I always come back to. I'm always going to have a reason to come back to this game because of how many fucking crazy characters are in it. And how many characters I want to play. And that's the crazy part is that Smash Brothers eventually boiled down to a game that includes characters that I want to play. Somebody that's like a fighting game, not a Nintendo fan. I am absolutely the reverse of what a Nintendo fan is, of being hyper aware of Nintendo stuff, but not like super into Mario or Zelda or Metroid, obviously when I grew up. So to me, Smash Brothers ended up becoming a thing for me, and that's why Smash Brothers is great, because it became the thing for everybody. There's something for everybody in Smash Brothers. And even if you're the most hardcore, you're a dickhead, you're going to want to play Solid Snake. That's just the way it is. Even if you have no care about Smash Brothers at all, there's a good chance you played Minecraft, and you would want to check out Leroy from Minecraft, or Steve from Minecraft. Played Breath of the Wild? I did, yeah. I loved my first day with Breath of the Wild, first 2 days, but it wasn't for me overall. Yeah, like me and Ren and Stimpy, exactly. Characters are what sell fighting games. It's just the thing that does it. An attachment to characters is absolutely what's going on. Anyway, chat. Well, thank you guys for sitting through all that with me. I think our Smash Brothers legacy isn't technically over yet. Because now, oh my god. Because now, we enter a whole new realm of pain. We enter a whole new realm of pain. I'm going to end the sponsored portion of the stream from HelloFresh. So once again, guys, if you get a chance, you can help me out by using the code MAX214 and going to the link down below on my channel at HelloFresh.com. And like we said earlier, up to 14 free meals, including free shipping. Hit them up if you like food delivered to your house, fresh food delivered to your house, and you can make delicious meals out of it. So a big shout out to HelloFresh for the stream today. We'll be back with them because they are going to be sending me another box in the near future. And I'm going to try to cook what's in that box myself. I'm going to have Jessica supervise me. And I think potentially on one of the next streams we do, chat, I will try to be the one to cook what is in the next box that shows up. Uh-oh. I have to go help JJ with Ripley. So before we go any further, chat, let me get an opening screen on here so you guys can listen to some music. Hang on a second. I'll tell you what we're doing here. I'm going to tell you how this is going to work. Because we're not playing through the whole game. We are playing specifically and just the Sephiroth fight on what is the near hardest difficulty. And we'll break down what that means in the near future. We'll break down what the hell that is.
All right. Let's keep this going, man. I love this fucking design, man. I don't think I can say it enough, honestly. I really like this design.
Oh my god, am I gonna need your help, chat?
Probably just exposing myself for the weird shit that I'm
I'm
into.
going into this like I don't even know what the buttons do. And I'm gonna jump right into the Sephiroth fight. I don't even know what the buttons do.
Oh, that's right. He's gonna Kingdom Hearts Sephiroth.
Kingdom Hearts 2 as well. Well, the first one has to die before we do the second. Right? First one's gotta get killed. We gotta take out Lance Bass. And his one-winged horse shit. 2002? Jeez. Alright, give me a sec, chat. I'm gonna go help JJ. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Yes, I'm looking for backseating, right? I will actually be like, dude, what do I do here? What the fuck? How do I even...
Okay. So, my theory on how all this is going, the way that I drew this was like the top part of the poof kind of like circles around her chest area, and that maybe it's kind of serves as like this really giant collar where this ribbon holding it together could be wrapping around. So, this ribbon is kind of serving like a tie around a collar of a t-shirt, like a button-down shirt, and you wear ties or bows or whatever. Same. This stream is this stream is definitely cursed because I'm sure once I try to upload this onto YouTube, they're gonna be like, "You cannot be playing this Kingdom Hearts music. Like, we gotta clip this out." Yeah, you'd be surprised. My stream that went with the where I had uh, Demon Slayer movie playing in the background a bit ago. Yeah, when I put that up onto YouTube, yeah. Needless to say, pretty much the whole thing got cut out. It happens from time to time. All right.
Everyone's feeling nostalgic. Oh god. Everyone's feeling nostalgic. That's what's happening. What do we have to get ready? Do this.
There we go. Here it goes that way, but
Okay. Okay. Yes, imprint her with Kingdom Hearts. Well, she already likes it. Right? She's already into it, honey. Look at that. Give me that Kingdom Hearts stuff. Of course she's gonna like it. I love this stuff. Huh? Why did it stop?
Okay, and then the sleeves kind of puff out that way.
She's waiting for it to start. Now she's confused. Why didn't it start? Why didn't it start? Huh? Huh? What's going on?
And then, yeah, this just wraps around basically the rib area.
She's into it. She's super into it. Does parry Sephiroth? What's the input for a parry? You gotta tell me, man. I need to know.
Okay.
I want parry stuff. I need to know those inputs. Is X square? Okay, so square is like dodge, right? Isn't dodge, is it neutral dodge? Can you parry everything like magic and stuff like that? You have to equip skills. Okay, we're gonna have to do that. I have to learn and equip skills because I have a hacked file. I have to figure out what I need to do there. I know, this is like the expanded version. Yay. Yay, honey. Gonna clap? Good girl. Clapping. Good girl. She's like, wow, it's good. Huh? Why did it stop? I'm gonna let her watch the intro, Chad. This part of the VOD is gonna be muted. I'm sorry to everybody that watches this in the future, you future watchers. I'm gonna let her watch the intro. It's gonna get DMCA'd to hell. She's trying to press the button. She's literally like, hey, just press the button. Oh, Again. Okay. Whatever. Whatever. Just let it rock. Just the DMCA-ness. How does a 14-month-old act react to the beginning of Kingdom Hearts? Here we go. Fun. Uh-oh, she's losing interest already. She's losing interest. Oh, there she got it back. DMCA-ness?
I've been adding these weird thoughts lately. Like, is any of this real or not?
Where's the DMCA?
So, is he watching the opening to the first? I played the first Kingdom Hearts. I can't remember if I ever played the second one. I doubt it. But I dropped playing the first one. Damn, when did I drop? I want to say around the Tarzan level, or even like just past the Tarzan level when I'm like revisiting it. I was just like, this is all just the same shit over and over. There's no like crazy stuff to learn or pick up. It wasn't like Devil May Cry where you're feeling some sort of advancement in the action and all that stuff. So I think when I realized that the game wasn't gonna be like learning, and progression and stuff like that. It was just like, hey, look at this stage. Now look at that stage. I think that's probably when.
No, that's a bunch of tissues. We don't want that.
That's probably when my whole interest in everything.
Huh? Yeah, is that for me? Thank you. Very good, thank
So yeah, it was
you. Oh, she's dancing.
it's too bad.
Exactly.
It's too bad because I wanted to like it, just like all things. I really gave it a go. Really liked it. The whole song in the trailer had me sold. Who is it? Yoko Kanno who worked on that. Like, uh, I believe she was also the one who worked on Cowboy Bebop stuff. So it was like, oh man, like the music in the trailer is enough, to get that sale. And then just the gameplay just didn't just didn't do it.
Well, she's invested. She's wondering what's going on. She's invested. I'll play through Kingdom Hearts with Griffin 100%. Off stream. Off stream. Me and Jessica will play through Kingdom Hearts with her and have a great time. You want me to go forward? Here, honey. Okay, there you go. Okay. Thank you.
Oh wow, he has his girl playing.
Read that.
Wow.
Sora having a dream. Thank you. Yeah. Controlling, honey.
She's super excited. Wow.
Yeah. She knows. She's doing it.
Yeah. She's super excited, like, holy shit, I'm playing this
She's gonna
game.
like Kingdom Hearts.
I know that feeling.
Oh man, she's gonna like Kingdom Hearts. That's for sure. Nobody else gets to play. Yeah, honey, you are progressing the game. I mean, you are progressing the game. I don't know if you're gonna be able to jump on one of these. B button, honey, right there. Ripley. Ripley, right there. The B button. Okay. just know how to get her hands onto the upper right side of the controller, but she is absolutely using the control stick. This is a 14-month-old. She's absolutely using the control stick, and she knows, she's realizing what she's doing. This is a 14-month-old child. This 14-month-old child swipes through phones to look at pictures. Gotcha. Oh, she went to the middle button. That might be the Steam button, or the EGS button. That's the port. Yep. Yep. Just try to play Kingdom Hearts. Big Shield, do it. Okay. Etiquette needs a little work. Alright. Etiquette needs a little work. I'll help her out with that. She's trying to get the sword, but she hasn't found like the B button yet. Here, honey. Good girl. Very good.
Alright, well, hopefully all the music parts are over. I won't have to worry about YouTube telling me, oh, you can't do that. I was worried for a second. I was like, oh man, I'm gonna lose this whole stream even after the whole debacle earlier.
Okay. All right. All right, honey. All right. Ripley, start right here. Maybe if you just click this one, sweetie. Try this button. Just pressing the A button. Pro Gamer Ripley, thank you. Yeah. The coolest part about this is that she is pressing the analog stick and she's looking at the screen. So she's making the one-to-one connection. And she has dropped the controller to the ground. One-to-one drop. Yeah, she's found the A button, but you can't seem to find the X, Y, or B button. I'm sorry, I'm criticizing. I know I'm criticizing you to the chat, and you don't like it. Babies can pick up on that stuff. You're doing a great job, honey. I'm very impressed, actually. I'm super impressed that you're able to move around the character and recognize that you're moving around the character. That's very good, sweetie. You're a very good girl. A very good job. Yeah, I know. You're doing a great job. You're doing a great job. You ready to go fight Sephiroth?
You ready to go fight Sephiroth?
I swear, this girl knows when she's in front of a camera, chat. She knows when she is. She also knows when she's on camera too. She can pick up on this stuff. This little girl is so ridiculously photogenic. Hold on a second. Hang on a second. This baby is so photogenic, it's crazy. I don't get it. Like she just gets it. Can't even, like literally can't. Me and Jessica are just like looking at each other, just like losing our minds. We're just like, I can't. I can't. It's just, she's playing hide and seek behind the pumpkins, honey. Oh my god. All right, Ripley, we're gonna see if your mom's ready for bed. We can finish up. We can play more Kingdom Hearts later. Okay. All right. Ready to go to bed? Want to say bye-bye to the chat? Want to say bye-bye? Bye-bye. Bye-bye to the chat, Heather? No? No? Bye-bye? No. She's like, nah. Bye-bye. No? Okay, no bye-bye. No bye-byes to the chat yet. No bye-byes. Chat doesn't get any bye-byes yet. Bye-bye. 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 She's like, I don't want to go. I don't want to go to bed. I'm not done. We're just at this, we have the beginning of the game, Dad. What the heck? Made it out. I actually made it out. Sorry, Chad. I have to like sneak out of the bedroom so Ripley doesn't see me leave. Because if she watches me leave, she freaks out. Okay, I think I have all that for this. Okay. 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 Should you play the tutorial first before Sephiroth? Nah, that's part of the challenge. That is 100% a part of the challenge. That I'm going into this with just no preconceived notion of anything. We're going in fully blind. Okay, and it's proud mode. For anyone that's curious, we are playing this on proud mode. You need to pick the classes up? No, no, no. We have a hacked save file that essentially has the majority of the game unlocked. So here's the gimmick. We have this on not even critical. Wait a minute, what is critical? We'll have to see what the hell we're on. Hold on a second. Hang on. No, none of them are level 99. I don't think there is a critical in Kingdom Hearts 1, chat. You daft bastards. I think we've already had this conversation. I don't think that exists. Let's see. Let's find out. From what I understand, critical mode, if there is one, is like a gimmick mode. I don't want a gimmick mode. We wanted the fight to be hard, but not like, what? Like, I don't even have a chance to learn. So here's what we got. None of this information is important. So here we are. From what I understand, we are level 50. Highest game difficulty. Game does not get any harder. We are level 50. And we have most essential abilities and the majority of weapons. Okay. So Donald and Goofy are not joining me on this fight, so ignore them. This is what we gotta focus on. I'm pretty sure Donald and Goofy do not have I'm pretty sure Donald and Goofy aren't in this fight, right? I don't think they get up with me. So I'm not even level 100. I'm not even max level. You fight this solo. I have to, from what I understand, I have to go in here and I actually have to buy my AP abilities. So, let's just buy all of this. Russian strike a distant enemy, sure. Dodge roll, I need that. Enemies HP, I'm gonna need that. Strike enemies ahead of you occasionally. Okay, we just need all this shit. We need all the abilities the game has to give me. Because I don't even know how to use them. Spin gonna get wrecked. Hey, thanks. Thank you. Boost MP recovery rate in battle, allows more sweat casting. Okay, well I'm gonna need to be able to heal myself. This is modded in, yes. So we don't have to play through the whole game.
All right, guys. Well, that's going to be the end of this one. I'm G Mr. Drew. It's at G Mr. Drew on all socials. Follow, like, and subscribe. Any and all support is appreciated. Check out my website, gmrdrew.art. Links are everywhere in there, including to my Patreon if you want to support me or anything like that, man. I have a dollar tier just for like, hey, man, keep it up. And then, but if you want to have like commissions or anything like that from me, hopefully this doesn't like, if this is your first time visiting, this isn't necessarily my style. These are all just studies that I'm doing from the Bayonetta 1 art book. And, these are all just studies, so that way I can come back, revisit them, and get and see all the ideas that are there. To get a better idea of like the actual style of art that I work in. You can check out like these portraits that I did pretty recently of one of my characters. And if you see this, you can see like the actual rendering and just the better quality of these compared to these. So hopefully this kind of shows you like, oh, okay, these are studies, these are whatever. But either way, on my Patreon, starting at $3 a month, you get annual commissions from me, and even the $3 one, you get two of them, 2 commissions. So that's 2 commissions a year, just at $3 a month. And it goes up from there. You get bigger and badder and way more commissions if you need, you want a whole bunch of characters, or you just want a really big picture from me or anything like that. So yeah, man, check out my Patreon for that. But other than that, man, just watching these videos and especially if you make it this far, that's why I kind of like throw these things in the beginning of the video sometimes, and then but really I wait towards the end. So if anybody who watches these things towards the end, I mean, really thank y'all, because I could only imagine, how riveting my streams can be. So, dude, I love this. This is by far my favorite. Like, I've worked on a few cool ones, and ones that I was looking forward to working on, and things like that. Like this broad striped one and this striped one. Like, I was really looking forward to this one and that one. But then once I got down to executing them and doing the turnarounds and things like that, they were a little lackluster. I mean, this one's pretty cool because I got to play around with different ideas of how it would look on the backside. But other than that, like, it still wasn't like super crazy. And we start getting a little bit crazier with these designs. And while I like the texturing in these, still not really quite there. And this is the first one that's really like, holy shit, I like this. Like I might rip this off type of like it. Yeah, don't steal, guys. Anyways, so yeah, on the next stream tomorrow I'll be back, and yeah, we'll continue pushing this one as much as possible. So yeah, that's gonna be it. So I'm G Mr. Drew. Thank y'all for watching. Love y'all. Peace.
Okay, so we got a whole bunch of things here.